It's 5th against 6th in the IPL 2019. Sunrisers Hyderabad facing up to Kolkata Knight Riders at the Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium in Hyderabad. This is the match number 38 of IPL 2019. And historically, it's Kolkata Knight Riders who have the edge in this matchup, whether they're playing away from home or at home. Overall, it's 10-6 to Kolkata. And in Hyderabad, they also have the edge by 3 matches to 2. Here in the studio, I am joined by Dasgupta and Shaun Tait to preview this match in the IPL with two teams trying to, I guess, enforce their status in the top 4 of
Oh yeah,
the
I mean,
IPL.
this is the business end of the tournament. And especially for both these teams. I mean, especially someone like Kolkata, they've lost 4 of the last 4. I mean, they're on a losing streak here. And momentum plays a very, very important role in a tournament like this, in this format. It's very important for Kolkata to bounce back. On the other hand, yes, Hyderabad, they won the last game. But if you look at their last 4-5 games, they haven't really played that well. So, yeah, important game for them.
But that was a big confidence boost for Hyderabad, wasn't it, last time out, Shaun, to beat Chennai Super Kings and really get the momentum that we're looking for?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, obviously, and Warner making runs at the top, Bairstow again. I just think an important part of their makeup now with the batting is obviously the middle order struggling a bit, so we'll touch on that a bit later on. But Williamson, if he starts to get some runs now before Bairstow leaves, that'll sort of put him in that spot where they'll miss him. So that's going to be important as well. And the other important thing is that as far as the points table goes, it's Hyderabad, Punjab, and Kolkata probably trying to get that spot as well.
Yeah.
So Hyderabad win this game, Punjab win, then Kolkata lose this game. Then it's so it's quite an important game from that point of view as well.
Yeah, just 4 or 5 matches to go. Let's get an idea of maybe what we think Hyderabad might be doing with their selection, Shaun.
Yes, same side. Look, obviously they've had a few problems for the middle order there, but I still think guys like Shankar, we've seen him perform before. He just needs to stand up and perform. There's no other two ways about it. There's no good looking into that any deeper. They just have to make some runs. Yusuf stays in. But obviously they've got a good bowling attack, which is getting better. Boovy's hitting some form again. And their top order's very good.
And as we mentioned, Kolkata Knight Riders really in a terrible slump of form. So deep, what would you think they should do?
Listen, I've made a big change here. A big, massive change. And I think, the way the team is set up right now, I think kind of wasting players at certain positions. So I'm going to still go with Cricinfo, Sunil Narayan, Shubman Gill at 3, Nitish at 4. Played a superb knock last game. Andre Russell at 5. Then you have Dinesh Karthik. Then I've got someone called Nikhil Naik. He played 1 game, but he played as an opener, and that is not what he does. I've seen him play a T20 format for Maharashtra, and he plays in the middle order. Hits long ball, and that's where I want him to bat. And unfortunately, someone like Robin has to sit out as far as I'm concerned. And because, middle order, he's a reluctant batsman in that position, middle order 4-5. So get somebody in who can do that job, what is expected from a number 5, number 6 batsman.
Well, both teams with serious issues to address, both not in the best of form when you look back over the last couple of weeks. As for Hyderabad, Shaun, what concerns you the most?
Look, it's still that middle order, the batting. They've got Yusuf back in for a bit of hitting down there. I just think Shankar is important now. He just has to get some runs. Obviously, Deepak Hooda hasn't done a great deal either, but you can only do so much with the squad you've got. Yeah. And the fact is that Warner and Bairstow have been batting really well at the top there, and they've been bowling pretty well as usual. Rashid Khan, all this stuff. So, look, I just think that it's up to a guy like Shankar now. He's been picked number 4 for India. Not that that matters, but still,
something to prove, right?
From what we all look at, and he needs to step up now and make some runs for that team.
I mean, Kolkata Knight Riders are so talented. They've got so many great players, but they have things that they need to fix, don't they, if they're going to make the finals?
Quite a few. I mean, to be honest, the batting really has not fired, to be honest. I mean, yes, you've had good knocks every now and then. Nitish has been consistent. I think he's averaging around 40. You've got Andre Russell, but apart from that, it's been patchy. Chris Lynn, every now and then he gets a run. Sunil Narayan, I don't really expect a lot from him, to be very honest. For me, he's somebody, whatever he gets me is bonus. But the others really have not contributed. And the worst part is it's not just the batsmen, it's the bowlers who haven't done anything at all. Nothing much at all. Starting from the spinners to the fast bowlers. So that's something that they really, really need to look into, especially the spinners. This game's going to be played at Hyderabad. Last 2-3 games we've seen in Hyderabad that's been on the slower side, the surface. So there will be help for the spinners. But somewhere down the line, I just have a feeling something is not right in that group of players. Yeah, I heard Andre Russell talking about how he wants to bat a little higher in a press conference. For a senior player to actually have to say that in a press conference just tells me that something is not right there.
Team environment is not going to help at all, is it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a senior player who's played more number of years for KKR than the captain, I think it's easier to go and tell the captain, you know what, I want to bat higher, rather than going into a press conference and talking about it.
So what can we expect from Kane Williamson, the Hyderabad captain, the New Zealand sensation? When we look at his IPL, that's not great numbers, is it, Shaun?
No, that's why I've got him as player to watch, because we all know what he can do. He's got the captaincy. He seems comfortable at this franchise. Obviously, he's been here for a while now, and he's been good in the IPL in the past. So. And if he starts getting runs now, I just think leading to the finals, I look at Hyderabad as a team that I look at them as a top 3 team. I don't care where they're sitting on the table now. I look at Mumbai, Chennai, and probably Hyderabad as the top 3 teams. So if he starts making some runs, he's a big part of that, big cog in that machine of theirs.
Just 9 runs away from making 2,000 runs as captain.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I've seen him bat in the T20 for New Zealand as well, and he's a prolific scorer. He has his own style. He's like a very Virat Kohli mold of a batsman who does not really believe in a lot of boundaries and sixes and all, but still managed to get scoring rate of 120, 130. He's a class act. He's an absolute class act, and because he's so technically correct and so good against spin, it's just a matter of time he's going to start scoring runs, and that's one of the reasons he's so consistent across all formats.
Yeah, that's those runs scored as captain in T20s by Kane Williamson.
Yeah, I mean, you have a look at his record there. Yeah. T20s, he's a good T20 batsman.
Yeah. All right, let's focus on who else but Andre Russell, who's had a few injury problems and is going through a lot of pain, and he makes everyone know about that, doesn't he?
Yeah, and isn't that after every game?
Every game. he must carry a niggle or 3 into every single game, because every game you see him, it's either his foot, his wrist. I mean, I think he generally hurt his wrist, but he's always got something going on. He looks grumpy with his body all the time. Still managed to get the job done, though.
Yeah, and still managed to get bowl at 140, 45 last game.
And that's a lot faster.
Oh, yeah,
gone
absolutely.
up 20 kilometres, isn't it?
Listen, because of those numbers, KKR are where they are right now in that points table. I mean, I think they've won 4, out of which straight away 3 are because of Andre Russell. Even the last game, I mean, the only reason they came even close was because of him. So the fact that because of his batting, all those cracks have been hidden so far, but you can't hide them for that long. So it's about time. Obviously, you will have Andre Russell playing the way he is, but others need to stand up. I mean, it can't be just Andre Russell and Nitish Rana innings here and an innings there. It has to be a more team effort.
Yeah. I mean, you've played with Payne Tait, you know what it's like. So give us predictions for this match.
I'm going to go Hyderabad. Yeah, I've got a feeling about them now for the rest of the tournament. I think they're going to hit their straps and be hard to beat.
Yeah, fair point. But for KKR, I mean, listen, I want KKR to win just to keep this whole tournament exciting. Because as Tait mentioned, KKR losing from now, 5-game losing streak. It'll be extremely difficult for them to make a comeback then. Must
win for both teams. Thank you very much to Dasgupta and Shaun Tait. Sunrisers Hyderabad against Kolkata Knight Riders. It's the 38th match on Sunday in the IPL 2019.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.